Hello and welcome to a look at Judge Dredd for the Amiga, a game that was made by Random Access and released by Virgin Mastertronic. Now I'm going to approach this video slightly differently from normal, because of course Judge Dredd is one of those characters that everyone have heard about, even though they have never read the comics. I did read the comics many years ago. We are talking 40 odd years ago, and I can only vaguely remember details about those comics. But Judge Dredd is the premier lawman in Mega City, and of course, the judges they have the power to be judge, jury, and executioner should the need arise. And Mega City is a city that is ripe with crime, so such um, an authority, unfortunately, is needed to keep the city somewhat in check. Judge Dredd is a legendary character. He is famous for being very keen on saying he is the law, and he is more than happy to prove it, but he is not a cold-blooded merciless killer. Towards bad guys, he likely is. Of course, this character has been portrayed in other media, and I know of two films, which the first one was with Sylvester Stallone. The film got slammed rather a lot for being a glorification of Sylvester Stallone more so than the character Judge Dredd, but for what it is, I still find it to be perfectly enjoyable. Later on, there was a much more uh, true to character film released with Carl Urban playing the role of Judge Dredd, but it was also significantly more brutal, and therefore not a film that I had any particular interest in watching. I can take violence in films, but I don't want to because I think it's unnecessary. I have nearly spent a third of the video's time talking about other things about this game, and there's a very good reason for it, because you would expect a license like that to be handled with care and affection and respect for the original material. But unfortunately, in this game, you are in control of Judge Dredd, as you can likely gather, and you have been given the various different missions that you have to undertake in order to try and keep Mega City a bit more crime-free. In the first mission, some fatties are going berserk, and in order to contain them, Judge Dredd has been asked to go out and destroy their food supply, which is supplied by 4 food machines. He has to go up and down different ramps on a platform-like level in order to locate the food machines and walk into them, and they will go bang all by themselves. He must have a very strong presence, that Judge Dredd. As you go along, you can use your gun, which of course is another very famous thing related to Judge Dredd, because it is a multi-purpose gun that can fire just about anything but rowing boats. And in this game, you have your basic shots and you have your homing shots, and then you can pick up a power-up that will temporarily give you a laser that will shoot through all enemies in a straight line. The homing shots are limited, and they are not very good at homing, so their purpose is doubtful, to say the least. The normal shot is infinite, so you can happily shoot as you see fit, but you have to be careful of what you actually shoot, because you have 3 types of enemies on this particular level. The big guys, which are fatties apparently, they will try to knock you down or run through you and do some damage to you, so they of course have to be shot. The guys in blue trousers are civilians, and do not shoot them because that will cause you to increase your crime meter, which I will get to momentarily. The guys in red shirts are also criminals, and you can happily shoot them, and they will sometimes drop an upgrade token, which usually give you a laser shot. If we go to the interface, you can see in the bottom left you have your EN, which is your energy. And Judge Dredd can't die, but if he loses too much energy, he will take time to recover in the hospital, and the crime rate will go up while he's taking a nap. The middle thing is your weapon indicator, and you shift between your shots by using the left shift key. The right-hand bar is your crime rate meter, and that is a sort of pseudo-timer kind of thing, because it is stated that it will increase when Judge Dredd is not doing anything. The definition of not doing anything is not shooting bad guys. If there are any enemies on screen and even slightly off screen, the crime rate meter will increase. So you basically have to constantly locate bad guys and hope to shoot them in order to keep the crime rate meter in check. Once you find one of the 4 food dispensers and destroy it, your crime rate meter will go down a bit, but if you shoot one of the guys in blue trousers, it will increase. The main gameplay quickly becomes a quest to find bad guys to shoot to keep the crime rate from going out of control, so you don't game over because of it. Yeah. Graphically, the game is distinctively bland and lifeless. If you want to pretend that the main sprite looks like Judge Dredd, you can do so, but I won't. The enemies are distinct but bland, and the graphics in general is incredibly boring and uninteresting to look at. I know Mega City is supposed to be this rough and tumble place, but a bit more color would have been nice. The sound effects are underwhelming. That's the only thing I would want to say about them. Don't feel particularly epic and don't feel like they're doing justice to the character of Judge Dredd. The title music, if you give it enough time, sort of sets the tone, but by and large I find the title tune, just like the sound effects, a bit dismissible. The controls are obnoxious. Going up and down ramps means you have to make sure to going up ramps to jump before you hit the bottom of the ramp you're trying to get up in order to actually go up it. And then you have to make sure to angle the joystick down in order to go down the ramps before you reach them. And that becomes rather annoying and frustrating after a while. I did manage to beat the first level, but the game decided to crash on me, and I sort of feel like it was the game mercy killing itself, so I didn't have to endure it any further. You do have to wonder though how someone can make a game about a character which most famous quote is "I am the law," and make it so criminally bad. On that note, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye for now.